Hi guys, it's Jay from Ayaba's Wind again. I'm here to do your December 2019 reading. This will be somewhat shorter than the videos previously, but it will still have the same impact and deliver, an abundance of information. Okay? If this is the first time you're watching me, um, I am a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition, amongst many other African traditions. And I read tarot cards from a very Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective. So I'm going to first read the tarot cards, and then I'm going to pull from Odu, which is in my tradition a very sacred ancient doctrine that helps us to fulfill our destiny in the most positive way possible. If you do not want to sit through both the prayers and the shuffle for the initial tarot pulls, then you can jump to the time markers that are listed down in the description. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a quick prayer and we'll begin. Also, keep in mind this is a general reading, so some of the information may apply, all of the information may apply, or none of it may apply. Okay, in which case that's quite all right. People have different placements in their charts. And so things may be happening at different times for different people. And also, too, just keep in mind, this may not even be your sign. However, you clicked on my video, so there may be a message in it for you. If you like what I'm doing, please like the video. And also, if you want to stay on top of the videos that I post, then you should definitely subscribe. Okay, so if you have any questions, or if you are interested in getting a private reading with me, I am available. I am doing readings. You can email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999 at gmail.com. So we're going to get started. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Aquarian Collective, whose birthdays range from January 20th to February 18th. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels, Egun of the Aquarian Collective air sign, whose birthdays range from January 20th to February 18th. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Aquarian Collective air sign, whose birthdays range from January 20th to February 18th. I come before you here today, spirit guides and protections of the Aquarius Collective. I pray that your information flows accurately and abundantly and clearly, so that your Aquarian children can understand the information that's being given to them, so they can be able to take the information, make use of the information to help them to fulfill their dreams and accomplish their goals, to help them to remove any blockages and obstacles from their pathway, and bring them new beginnings and great success and happiness. We pray that this information will help them to fulfill their destinies in the most positive, successful way possible. We thank you and we honor your presence here tonight. Modupwe. Thank you. Just a minute, guys. Cards. Okay. So we pulled 7 cards. We had 3 cards that came reversed. And I will start weaving in the story. So the first card that came was Zapana Shapana. So Zapana Shapana is an Orisha. It is a male aspect of God that deals with sickness, disease, ill health. It has to do with your health, really. Okay, so Zapana Shapana came upright. And so Zapana is talking about something as it relates to your health. Okay, so it could be, you know, your diet. It could be some kind of illness that may be lurking in your body. It could be any one of those things. Okay, but clearly this Orisha, this aspect of God that we also call Babalu Aye, has come here to clean you of any sickness, of any osobo, which is negativity. Okay, so when Babalu makes his presence known, that is an indication that there could be sickness, disease, ill health that is occurring in your body. Okay, we'll be able to um, kind of unravel what that story is later on in the reading. The next card that came is the 5 of Water. So the 5 of Water is actually the 5 of Cups in traditional tarot. And so the 5 of Cups talks about regret, crying over spilled milk. Okay. However, in this card, you see the man, he's struggling to stay above water. And there are fish, I don't know if it's piranhas, but there are fish that are basically biting at his feet. Okay. And so what the Orisha is saying, what the spirit guides and protections are saying, is that you could have a feeling of feeling that you're not that you're sinking, you know, that things may not be going well for you. You may feel hopeless or helpless, feel like you don't know what to do. Okay, it also could be that you're trying to keep your head above water. It could be that you're overwhelmed with life circumstances. Also, the fish that are nibbling at the man's feet. This could be some kind of illness that's eating away at you. Okay, that's what it could possibly represent. It could be something emotionally that's eating away at you because this man is clearly in water. The other aspect of this is that you could be drinking too much alcohol, okay? And drinking too much could be putting you under, okay? It could be making you ill. It could be making you miss out on your blessings, the good things in life, okay? Also, these fish nibbling at the feet could be a possible enemy that is somewhere in the perimeter that does not wish you well. Okay, that's a possibility. I would not say right now that there's any kind of spell work, black magic, witchcraft, brujeria being done. I don't see it just yet, but the story will play it as we go on. The next card that we have is the 9 of Air. So the 9 of Air is typically the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is the Nightmare card, okay, in traditional tarot. It's the Nightmare card. So you could be having nightmares. You could be probably having problems sleeping, restlessness, just feeling tormented, okay? Feelings of despair. And so this card that also came shows there's despair, there's issues going on, okay? Emotionally, mentally. However, in this card, you see the bird, and then you see the weapons being drawn against the bird. So what I see here is that you do have enemies lurking. The enemies could have thrown something at you. They could have done some spiritual work, negative spiritual work against you. Could be evil eyes. It could be someone cursing you. It could be someone putting spells, curses, hexes, doing some kind of brujeria, witchcraft on you. And this work that they could be doing could be making you feel sick. Okay. It could be making you feel lethargic, tired, worn out, not motivated. It could be making you feel moody, edgy, unsettled. But you clearly have enemies here. And you don't just have one enemy. There are multiple enemies. As to who these enemies are and how powerful they are, we have yet to see. But the bird is clearly still flying in the air. So Spirit is saying that, you do have what it takes to defeat the enemy. The next card that came is the Six of Water. And the Six of Water is actually the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups in traditional tarot talks about past, childhood past, lovers from the past, childhood memories, childhood, just reminiscing about the past. This card came reversed. So it's something that's going on presently that you have to stay focused on. Clearly in the Orisha Tarot, you see this mermaid. She's lying on the shoreline and she's daydreaming, okay? It is nighttime. This is taking place during the full moon. The full moon is going to be coming up very soon, all right? And so I think it's going to be coming up in the next few days. So something significant could be happening during the full moon for you, all right? In this card, the waters are rough. So yet again, this talks about potentially having issues sleeping at night, having nightmares. But Spirit is saying they want you to wake up. They want you to stop daydreaming. They want you to snap out of whatever it is you're in and get going. Okay? This represents almost like a dream state. There is water again, and there is fish. So there is a possibility that there could be pregnancy here. However, if there is someone pregnant who is watching this, if you're a female or if you're a male watching this, it could be that someone you're connected to, your lover, your wife, your girlfriend, could be pregnant, but there could have been miscarriages, could have been stillbirths, could have been having some problems carrying the baby, okay, because this card came reverse. The waves are very rough. And so it could be also too that this pregnancy, if it happened in the past, it could have been very difficult, or if it's happening now, or if it happens in the future, there could be some challenges with this person giving birth. There are fish here. So fish in my tradition, like I said in previous videos, in my culture, in my tradition, represent fertility. They represent wealth, okay? So and this is Yemaya. So Yemaya's energy is the female aspect of God that deals with motherhood, that deals with wealth and prosperity, that deals with fertility. Okay, Yemaya owns all of the oceans of the world. Yemaya is the mother to all of the people in the world, but she is in particular the mother to all children, even if they have parents. Okay, but she's the mother to motherless children in particular. All right. And so Yemaya here came reversed. So Yemaya may not be happy, or Yemaya is coming to let us know that something is off balance. Yet again, there's more water. And so this could indicate, like I said, some challenges with drinking too much. Okay. So that will be revealed shortly. The next card that came up was the devil. And so the devil in traditional tarot, well, the devil. And so this card came reversed. However, in traditional tarot, it talks about addictions, unhealthy connections, codependency, things of that nature. It can also talk about someone who has done work. It can talk about someone who's done brujeria, witchcraft, dark magic, spells, curses, hexes against you, okay, or against someone that you're with, or someone that you're with is engaging in these activities, okay? When I see the devil card, it is a little more serious than just an evil eye. It could be some serious spell work going on, okay? It came reversed. So what it's saying is that whatever work has been done is subsiding, okay? But you still have to be aware and cautious of the effects of this dark magic or whatever this is that has been worked on you, okay? The next card that came up is the Nine of Earth. So in traditional tarot, the Nine of Earth talks about, it's actually the Nine of Pentacles, and that speaks about being single, being independent, financially well off, but in your singleness, okay? Not being attached, not being in a relationship. However, in this card, it shows this woman, she's alone, and she's depositing her seeds, but the land is barren. Okay, so she has not yet seen the fruits of her labor. So, yet again, it has the seeds and it has the land, which can represent the womb in the female. So, it could be that you have tried multiple times to get pregnant and the pregnancies never went full term, either because of miscarriage, it could be possible abortion. Um, but it's saying here that there are some issues and challenges with um, pregnancy, okay, either carrying the baby full term or even conceiving. Yet again, there's lack of water here. There was water in the other cards. So, too, the water could mean that you definitely need to hydrate yourself more, drinking more water. Um, so, that's a possibility. The next and final card that came up is the Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands. This is an awesome card. In traditional tarot, it talks about soulmate, twin flame. It talks about the ultimate happiness, marriage, stability, security, fulfillment, okay? However, in Orisha Tarot, you see yet again, it's the nighttime. It's the full moon again. So the full moon is going to be very significant for you. If it hasn't been this full moon, it could be the next one that's coming. Yet again, there's water. The water is calm. And you see these four holy men walking towards you. They're walking towards you, and they're full of gifts and presents and wealth and abundance, okay? And blessings. You have to be open to receiving those blessings. So the blessings are on their way to you. How fast it comes is all up to you, okay? These energies can last for several days, several weeks, or several months, and it all depends on how spiritually evolved you are. So if you are in prayer, you are doing continual cleaning, spiritual baths. If you're doing yoga, meditation, any form of connecting with spirit, then any challenges that come up in this reading will resolve itself much faster than if you were doing nothing and your spiritual walls of protection were not fortified. Okay, so this card is telling me your blessings are coming in both traditional tarot and Orisha tarot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from Odu, spiritual Odu, which is the womb of knowledge. It's the birth of knowledge and wisdom, okay? It's a very ancient doctrine in my tradition. And so it helps us to fulfill our destinies. So just give me a couple of seconds. Okay, that was fast. So you may want to get something to write with, or you can get your phone and basically type this in. There's going to be an abundance of information flowing. Okay, or you can replay the video. Just keep in mind that there are timestamps in the description, so you can definitely jump and find your spot. Okay, so Spirit, it has 3 messages. Odu is delivering 3 messages. This is not me. This is the spirit guides that I called forth. So let's see what they have to say. The first message is the owner of the head is absent. So what Spirit is saying is that there's something going on with your head. You're not clear. There could be fogginess in your head. Okay, there could be something that is blocking you from connecting with Spirit, blocking you from thinking clearly. Okay, in which case you should be doing some white baths to get the clarity. For your head, you should be wearing white or light colored hats on your head. If you can wear white, that's even better. You should wear white, like a white head tie around your head to go to sleep. You should dress in white to go to sleep, sleep in white sheets, okay? Because the white is representative of Obatala, which is a male aspect of God who deals with the head, who deals with mental clarity. All right. Obatala was present in creating all heads in the world. Okay. He created and shaped our heads while we were in utero, when we were in our mother's womb. Okay. So Obatala knows our beginning, middle, and end. He knows our destiny. So Obatala is here to help you as well. So what you can do is you can take either some cocoa butter and just kind of scratch the cocoa butter into your scalp on the top of your head, or you can take some coconut water, some cool coconut water, and pour some on the top of your head and then wrap your head in white. Okay, and go into prayer and meditation. I have some mantras on my playlist called Sanskrit mantras that you can, it's like a menu of mantras that you can do. You can chant a mantra for beauty. You can chant a mantra for love. You can chant a mantra for romance. You can chant a mantra to bring an abundance. You can chant a mantra to bring in blessings and good luck. You could chant a mantra to defeat evil. Okay, there's lots of things. The mantras are very easy. And the recipe is just 108 times in the morning, 108 times at night. And the approximate time it takes to chant 108 times is about 8 to 10 minutes of your time. Okay. So, Spirit is saying your personal life is breaking up and you know it. So, Spirit is saying, and this is not going to apply to everyone, but what Spirit is saying is that you know that something is not right. Okay. Um, and you should think about trying to do something about it before things get worse. Okay. You can't make this up yet again. You see the man struggling to stay above water. Okay. He's on the verge of dying, the verge of drowning. And then Odu comes and says that your personal life is breaking up. You are at the end of your rope. Wow. You're at the end of your rope. You got to watch your temper. I'm saying this, my head is tingling right now. This is how I know, like, Spirit is here. You got to watch your temper. It's something with you losing your head that can cause something to happen. Might cause a stroke. It could cause, like, I think an aneurysm. Something like that. You got to watch and protect your head and keep calm. Spirit is saying that you may feel like things are futile, like there's no hope. But Spirit is saying it's time for you to put dreams and hopes back in your head. That right now your head is not good. It's not good. And that you have to recalibrate the way you think in order to move forward. And this will save you. So the mantras are, like I said in previous videos, the mantras are medicine for the soul. It's medicine for the spirit. You're programming your mind so that you can overcome negative thoughts, thoughts of failure, okay? Open your life up. If you're not thinking, if you're not dreaming, if you're not hoping or wishing, it equals death. You are alive today. You are watching this video for a reason. Your spirit guides have led you to watch this video for a reason. Your spirit guides are here to save you. Your spirit guides are that branch. They are the hands that are on land reaching for you to pull you up out of the water, to pull you up from drowning. No thoughts or aspirations equals death. Let down your guard and find your passion again. It's like my head is vibrating right now. Please, this is not a joke, not a game, okay? Even though I have that disclaimer on the bottom, I take this work very seriously, all right? To me, this is not like light and frilly stuff. I'm here to help people. And this is what Spirit is saying. Also, on the side note, you got to be careful of a friend that could stab you in the back. There is someone that is acting like your friend, but they are not trustworthy, okay? Because in this Odu, it talks about friend kills friend. So there is someone who cannot be trusted. So keep your eyes open for that particular person. Can't make this up. Yet another message about your head. The head carries the feet. It's not the feet that carry the head, like people would think. It's the head that carries the feet. If your head is not right, you're going to be walking into danger. You're going to be a zombie. In this Odu that Spirit is speaking in, white is your saving grace. White will bring in the blessings. White will deflect negative energy away from you. White will give you the clarity you need. Because who owns white? Obatala, which is the male aspect of God, who is the creator of all heads, who blesses our head with clarity, with strength, with intellect. Spirit is saying that you do not get enough credit. It's almost like a thankless job. So when you do things, think twice about doing them. And if you're doing things, don't expect to get praised, because people are not going to praise you. Okay? Spirit is saying that, depending on what your faith is, you need to go to church, go to temple, go to shrine. You need to go to a place of worship, and you need to get down on your knees and you need to pray to whoever it is you believe in, whether it's Allah, Jehovah, Buddha, Alofi, Jesus, whoever you call God, whatever the name is that you refer to as God. It doesn't matter, okay? Spirit is saying, in this time, because your head is clouded and there's things that are going on with your head, do not let rain fall on your head. Always keep your head covered. The rain falls from high altitudes in the sky. The rain picks up all kinds of phenomena, energy, dirt, soot from the atmosphere, and it falls down and hits the earth. I don't think that anyone who has a cloudy head needs for all of that energy from the atmosphere, which is very chaotic, to fall down on their head. So Spirit is saying you better keep your head covered in the rain. Put a hoodie on, use an umbrella, a hat. Do not get your head wet. In my tradition, there is a story about someone getting their head wet and their head shrinks. Okay? So it is not good for your head. Spirit is saying at this time, because your head is not where it should be, to be careful of visiting sick people. In hospitals, there is a lot of araye. And in my tradition, araye means confusion. There's a lot of confusion. And not only is there a lot of araye, but there's a lot of ano, sickness. So you must be careful, because you could go into a hospital and visit someone, and all of the negative energies, the sickness, could then go on to you, which further exacerbates your challenges that you're having already. Don't be a martyr for anyone. Yes, if a mother or father is sick, you got to do what you got to do. But when you go into that hospital room, do not stand at the head of the bed and do not stand at the foot of the bed. Because these are open points where ill spirits, ill energies can jump onto you, and then you will take that sickness, that energy home with you. You can't make this up. Because Baba Luaye, Zapana Shapana, I told you, talks about illness, sickness, disease, ill health. Okay? So Baba Luaye, that aspect of God that deals with sickness and health and all of that, he's showing up and he's telling you, don't do it. If you got to go to the hospital and visit someone that you love and care about, or if you got to take your kid to the hospital, wear white. Put your head in white. Stand in the middle of the bed, in between the head and the foot, and stay in that region. After you finish visiting the hospital, you should clean off. You could take a handful of dry beans, or you could take a handful of dry rice. Take it in your hand like you're holding soap. Pass it over your head, your neck, your chest, your stomach, the back, down to your feet, and drop it in the middle of the street when you're crossing the street. Or drop it on the corner. And that's it. That is a cleaning to get any ill energy off of you, to keep you light. So the beans and the rice act as a magnet to pull off the negativity off of you, and you're dumping it and you're scattering it to get it off of you. Don't worry about the other people that walk by it. That's not your concern. Because remember, you do things for people, it's thankless. So now you got to think about yourself. Spirit is warning you to be careful of basements. Do not go into the basements. Basements are underground. There's phenomena underground as well. Okay? Phenomena, I'm talking about spirits. I'm talking about spirits. All right? So, because sometimes basements can be a portal for low vibration spirits and beings, okay, that are not of this world. Okay, so Spirit is saying to be careful. Be careful of winding stairs. Also, do not reveal your dreams to anyone. You can write them down in a journal, but don't share your dreams. Spirit is also saying do not covet what other people have. People may look great. You go onto Instagram. Oh my God, they look so perfect. Their life is so perfect. They're traveling. They're doing it. Do not covet it. Because on Instagram, on Facebook, they only put when they're smiling. Okay? And a lot of times it's a front or a mask. And behind closed doors, in some cases, in many of the cases, their life is a hot mess. So do not covet that, because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You cover it so much that then you get it, and then your life becomes more of a hot mess. You got to remove uncovered bottles in your house. I know people like to use bottles for decoration, but if those bottles do not have anything inside of it, if they don't have water, if they don't have stones, if they don't have marbles, pebbles, or anything, or flowers in it, you got to cap the bottle, or you got to throw the bottles out. Why? Because in many spiritual traditions, spirits hide inside of bottles that are open. People can keep spirits inside of bottles. Almost like something along the line of like Aladdin. The spirits hide in bottles. Okay. And what you're trying to do is to clear out your spiritual space. Okay. And get the clarity you need, not continue to collect spirits that you don't know what to do with them. Okay. Or that's wreaking havoc in your house, causing the lights to flicker. They're walking around at night while you're sleeping. You're hearing bumps, knocks, all kinds of stuff. No. Okay. Spirit is saying that at this time you got to watch for needles. Getting tattoos, etc., are not a good look right now, because in getting the tattoo, infection can be introduced. Either the ink could have been used previously. It could have been someone that came in who may have been infected with some kind of disease that there is no cure. And then they use that same ink, different needles with you, and then they deposit the bloodborne disease into you. So Spirit is warning you at this time, don't get any tattoos. Spirit is also saying that it is not wise to eat sweet potatoes or peanuts at this time. It's only because the energies that are standing up for you, they own those items, okay? And so out of respect for their energies stepping in to protect you, it is wise that you should not eat it, especially if you see spirits. If you see spirits, if you sense their presence, if you get goosebumps, chills for no apparent reason, if it's not cold, you just get a chill, there's a spirit. And so, especially if you see, sense, or whatever, do not eat sweet potatoes and peanuts. Spirit is saying that sometimes your pride and arrogance can get in the way and interfere with your relationships with people, and it can cause people to move away from you. Okay, it could cause people to get angry, upset with you. They can get an attitude with you. They may not want to be your friend, okay? And it could start a lot of bochinche, gossip, a lot of tongues wagging on you. That's not good. They're sending out negative energy to you. And if your force field, your spiritual fortress is not built up because you're not praying, you're not engaging in yoga or breathing techniques or mantras and meditation, whatever, then their negative energies are going to penetrate your spirit and your aura and start to break you down. So the point is, you got to start building yourself up. Spirit is saying anything that goes around your neck, it cannot be tight. Really, Spirit doesn't want anything around your neck, especially knotted things. Now, if you're a guy, you got to go to work, you work corporate, you got to wear a tie. Like if you work for Morgan Stanley, some big corporate firm, you got to wear a tie. Just don't wear the tie too tight around your neck. And as soon as you get home, take that bad boy off. Scarves around your neck, turtlenecks around your neck. Spirit is saying, no, that's not good. Anything that can separate your head from your body is no bueno. It's something about one of your parents. It's almost like you believe that one of your parents didn't like you, that you were a nuisance or a burden to your parent. So Spirit is acknowledging this. Spirit is saying that your head can be kind of big. Like your head can get gassed up. You can have a bit of an ego. You could be a little arrogant at times. So just be careful and be respectful. Be respectful of people as long as they show you respect, but just be respectful of your elders, especially because in the wisdom of the elders, they give you knowledge that can open up doors for you, and that sometimes Spirit speaks through people. Okay, so just be aware of that. Spirit is saying that you could have some challenges with your legs. Wow. And you saw the fish nibbling at the feet. Like I said, there could be something going on with your feet. If you have any cuts on your feet that don't heal, you definitely got to go to the doctor to get checked, because those cuts could not heal, and then tissue could start rotting in your foot. And then if the skin turns black, it may need to be amputated. Okay. So your feet especially have to be taken care of. You need your feet. Even though it says the head carries the feet, you're not walking anywhere if you don't have your feet. So get your head right in order to get the rest of your body right. Okay. So just keep that in mind. What else did I want to say? Just watch your head. Be very careful. You can tend to be very cerebral, very much in your head a lot, thinking. And it can cause worry, like that nonstop worry, which can cause sickness and confusion. Araye. Okay. So the next and final message from Spirit is the Pioneer being doesn't know if it is red with black or black with red. So this is a being that's red and black, but how do you describe it? Some people will say it's a black being with red, or some people will say it's a red being with black. Okay. So this is indicating confusion. You have a difficult time making decisions. Okay. It's almost like you have some kind of Libra-esque qualities. Because Libras tend to have challenges with making decisions, making their mind up. Okay. So, but in this particular Odu that's speaking, Spirit is saying that matrimony is announced. So, for some of you who are not married, the big marriage question can be popped. You could be thinking about popping the question to someone, or someone could be thinking about popping the question to you if they haven't already done that. In this Odu, though, it talks about men being at war with women. So you could have an ex that is at war with you. Could be over children, over jealousy, over money, assets, all kinds of things. But this indicates a war. So if you're in partnership with someone in a romantic relationship, Spirit is saying that you guys could get into a really serious, heavy argument that can last possibly for days. So just keep your eyes open for that if it hasn't already happened. Spirit is saying that there's a potential again for blood-borne diseases. You got to watch all the holes in your body, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, your genitals, okay? Cuts, anything that's going to make a hole in your body, needles. Because I told you, Baba Luaye, Sapana is here announcing that you are vulnerable and prone to sickness and disease. Okay? So he's here warning you. Spirit is saying that there may be dark spirits that try to attach to you. So you definitely need to do spiritual cleanings. The white bath is a must. You can also get the herb Rompe Saragüey, which you can buy on Amazon.com. You can boil the herb, cool it down. After you physically bathe with soap and water, you spiritually bathe. You pour it all over you. You air dry, dress in white, wrap your head in white, sleep in white, sleep with the nightlight on, and continue to do your spiritual cleaning and prayers. You got to build up your spiritual fortress, your spiritual army, okay? Because there are clearly some dark forces that are trying to penetrate your space, infiltrate. Spirit is saying, do not tell your secrets either. They said, don't tell your dreams. Don't tell your secrets because you will deflate your dreams. And your secrets can give your enemies fuel for the fire that they're building against you. Spirit is saying that either you or your mate may have heart problems. So you should definitely go to the doctor to get checked. Either way, even if you're feeling fine, Shapana showed up. And when he shows up, that means there's illness somewhere or there's potential to be illness. Okay. So you may not necessarily be sick now. You could have been sick in the past. And Zapana's just reflecting back on that. Or you may there's a potential for you to get sick in the future. But Shapana Babaluaye is warning of sickness. Spirit is saying be careful of where you eat because people can do stuff to the food. They can put something in the food. They can put their negative intentions, by speaking their ache, their power of the word to manifest negative things onto you into the food. So watch where you eat, watch who you eat from. Also, it's saying at this time, be careful of trusting someone who you had tragedy with. This particular person who you had tragedy with is compromised, okay, to say the least. So do not tell them your private things. This now is not the time to do that. Spirit is saying keep your eyes open, because that one right there, we can't trust that one right now. If you are a man watching this, Spirit is saying that you tend to have a lot of women, and these women, tend to have a lot of women and children. Okay, so Spirit is saying that this can bring a lot of confusion. This can bring a lot of unwanted arrows and daggers being shot at you. Okay, confusion and possibly brujeria, witchcraft, people cursing you, talking ill of you and wishing ill of you. And then it's manifesting as you being sick, you losing your job, losing your luck, all of the blessings that you have, losing it. Okay, so you just got to be careful balancing all of these people, all these women. Okay. Also, it is saying that you are spiritual. You're very spiritual, so you can sense spirits, and that's why Spirit is trying to curve you and protect you. So that's why they want you to do the spiritual cleaning, do the spiritual baths, get rid of the bottles in your house, and any empty containers. They got to go. Get rid of garbage in your house. Keep your house spiritually clean. Smoke it out with frankincense, sage, myrrh, Palo Santo, if you can get it, smoke it out. You've got to smoke it out on a regular basis. I know people who smoke themselves and then they smoke their house every time they come home from work. It's a daily ritual, okay? Because there's a lot of muck, spiritual muck out there that people carry, and that those spirits, those dark spirits sometimes can, they hitchhike. And they attach to anyone whose vibration is low. And people who are in low vibration, like if you're sick, that you're in a lower vibration state. If you're not praying, you could be in a low vibration state. If you're drinking and drugging, that lowers your vibration. Okay. So in that, being in that low vibration state, you're vulnerable to spirits jumping in you, on you, and they just have their way with you like you're a rag doll. So you're building up your spiritual fortress. I'm going to pull from the Archangel cards to see what your archangels have to say before we close. Okay, got two messages. Let's see what they say. First message, spiritual understanding. Great. You see the illumination. Okay. This is where Spirit's trying to take you. But you got to get your head right. You got to pull yourself up. Okay. Be open to receiving the blessings. So, Archangel Raziel is speaking. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay. They're using me as a vessel to channel their information to you. Okay? This is not a joke, not a game. So they're trying to help you. They're trying to illuminate you. You would benefit from doing mantras that are going to open up your chakras. So I do have a chakra playlist where you can just say like a phrase like Om or Klim, okay, for a certain period of time, and that will help to open up your chakras. Okay, it's really, really good. All right. But But yeah, and then you have the white dove. So the white dove represents your spirit guides, protections. It represents the Holy Spirit, the illumination. Okay? So the spirit wants you to be illuminated. The next and final card is divine order, and you see the scales. So, you know, I don't normally do signs, but there could be a Libra that figures prominently here, okay? And there could be also something to do with karma and justice. So at this point in time, it could be that if you've done negative things to people, that it could be that you're suffering now as a result of the karma that you put out. Or it could mean that people who have hurt you and caused you to suffer, they're going to get their karma, okay? Archangel Raguel is saying everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Okay. So you could be going through these series of events, maybe series of unfortunate events to bring you closer to spirit. Sometimes it happens that way. Sometimes you got to have horrible breakups to bring you to a spiritual awakening. Sometimes you go through these horrible events so that you get down on your knees and submit yourself to the divine and say, I can't do it anymore. I don't know what to do. I need your help. And in those moments, that's when you get the epiphanies. And in those moments, you begin your ascension. You begin your spiritual evolution upward in the darkest of hours. It's amazing. So this has been your reading for December 2019. I wish you a wonderful and warm, happy holiday. Keep in mind, the full moon is going to figure prominently for you. If you would like to receive a private reading from me, I am open to do readings. You can email me yet again at ayabaswind, WYND, 999@gmail.com. I'm available for you. Have a great night.